Okay, so let's set up our views so that they can look like this as site plan, floor plan, elevations. This is my template that I've set up for myself. As you can see, sectional elevations, ceiling plans, electrical plans, plumbing layout, so that everything falls within its own category and not all bundled together like this. So we are going to start by going to your manage tab up top in your the ribbon, and then next to parameter service, project parameters. This will create a parameter within our properties panel which Revit can track your views and floor plans that you have created. So go ahead and click on the add parameter, the little file with a little, looks like a star. Just click on that and you should get this window. So let's name this parameter views. Select change your data type to text and group parameter under identity data. Just make sure that this stays at instance. So go to your category section to choose which this parameter should be tied to. So if you scroll all the way down, you'll see there is views. Just select views. So name your parameter views, change the data type to text, group parameter under identity data, and your category should be selected on views. So then you'll see you've created your new parameter. Let's hit OK. And if you scroll down here under identity data, you should see views. So this is waiting for us to select and assign to what we want to do. So select your finished floor level floor plan. So then we go look for views, click on that empty space and rename it floor plan. So now we're gonna create a new organization tool. Nothing will change on screen at the moment. So go to your view tab, go on the right to user interface, go to browser organization, just go new, just name it new browser organization. Just go OK. Just go to grouping and sorting, go group by. So there is, just go look for the parameter we have created, select views and go OK. And just click OK again. Just go to your views, select your views, right click, click on browser organization. So we just need to make sure that we select our new browser organization and click apply and OK. So now you see that our project browser has updated. On the floor plan, there is our floor plan with finished floor level. So now we have to assign all of these to their own category. So let's select our east elevation, just hold shift and select all of your elevations. and we can go to our properties panel on the left, views, just name elevations, hit enter, and you'll see that your elevations has moved into their own category. So let's go and change our floor plan so that they are in a correct order. So just select your floor plan, go back to your identity data and name floor plan 02, because that's what would be second in your council pack. And just click outside on the white space and you'll see floor plan is now on top. So after a floor plan, you'll normally see your elevations. So let's select all of our elevations again. Go to your identity data by views, just add a 3 in front of elevations, and you'll see our elevations has moved up. So now we have to move our site plan into first place. So select your site plan and go to views, go 01, site, just name it site plan, and click on the empty white space, and you'll see site plan is now sitting in front. So let's add our wall plate height to floor plan. You don't have to retype in floor plan. You'll see if you are hovering here, you'll see there's a little drop down menu that pops up, and just select floor plan and it will put it into that category. So let's go and create for number 4 for ceiling plan for your floor plan. So let's go to our identity data 04 ceiling plan, and there it would be in our new category. So what we can do now with the 3D view is go to views and create 05 perspectives, and just click on the space, and there we have our perspectives category. Okay, so now that we have our views, our side plan, floor plan, elevations, ceiling plan, and our perspectives into their respective categories, we are going to do the same for our sheets. So go back to your manage tab in your top ribbon, go to project parameters. As you can see, we've already created views. So let's click on new parameter and you'll get that same pop-up. So this one we are going to call sheets, data length to be text, and the group parameter under text as well. So as we did with the views under the category section, we are going to scroll down and look for sheets. There you go, sheets. Just make sure you select sheets. I'm going to hit OK, OK, and then you're going to go click on sheets, right click on sheets, browser organization. As you can see, there is views, which we did previously, and now we're going to go sheets. You'll see there should be sheets. If there's not a sheet, let's go create new, enter sheets, and press OK. Then it should pop up here. Just make sure you select it. Then go edit, grouping and sorting, and then we're going to go look for the parameter that we have just created and hit OK. If you hit apply, you'll see everything is now question marks because there isn't a parameter for our current sheet to be categorized under. Just hit OK. Go click on the sheet A100. If you go to your properties panel on the left, you'll see under text there is now a new parameter called sheets, and we will just type in council submission. Hit enter and just move your mouse and you'll see that it has updated. So if we go on sheets, right click, new sheet, select your title block, and you'll see the new title block doesn't have a category to fall under. So you can just go and click on that title block. Let's say you want to use this specific drawing for something else. You can go to your properties panel, by sheets, and we can say client review. And you'll see now the two title blocks has been split, one into council submission and one into client review. Just remember to save your template. You can just click top left on the save icon or on your keyboard Control S to save the template we have worked with. So what you can do if you want to check what the template does, you can just close it and then open Revit back up. And we go new project. If you click browse, just go to the place where you have saved your template. Just look for it on your system. So just go and search. Mine is under documents. There's my template. As you can see, it's saved as an RTE file. That means it is a Revit template. So you just go open, open as project. And now you are ready to start your project with your new template. So what we can do now as well, as we did in the first lecture, we're going massing inside property line. You can just go create by sketching and just place one line there. Just do create by sketching for an additional one. Okay, there we have our property and building line. You can click on your property line, right click, override by view, by element. You can go projection lines, change the color to red, make the weight a 5, apply and OK. As you can see, there is a significant thickness difference in the line. So to explain the line weights, if we change it to an 11 and hit apply, you can see the line weight picks up more than the one that is not changed. So let's change it back to a 5, apply, OK. That is to start off your project. But I would advise changing and saving this because this now has no save file. As you can see, it just states project 1. So if you want to set this up to go in from the get-go as red, we just go File, Open, or New, to see where that button is. Okay, so it seems with the new Revit you can't do it through the File option. I'm just going to close Revit again. I do not want to save the changes. Just opening Revit again. So we're gonna go open. As you can see, it shows Revit file, family file, template file. So let's go to where our template is saved. Mine is under documents. So I'm just going to go click on my template file, open. And now I've opened my Revit template. So now if you go back to your site plan, go to massing and site, property line, create by sketching. Just go OK. Massing and site again, property line, create by sketching for the second one. So now the first one, let's go right click on it, override by element, project lines, let's make it red, make the weight 5, apply, and OK. So now I want to save this again. Save. I'm going to close Revit again just to show you, since we've changed our template file. I'm going to go new, make sure it's on project, click on browse, go and find your template, open, OK. And you'll see now our property line is in red. And that is how you start to set up your template for future projects. Because now we have our sections for our floor plans and elevations. We have a client review section, and we have our council submission section.